Hi YouTube, it's me, Dawn. Today I'm going to talk to you about why I love my curly hair now. So like 2 videos ago I talked about how I just couldn't get jiggy with like curly hair and I didn't really understand why. But then I kind of like went back to my straight hair, but the curly hair was just sitting there and it was so gorgeous. So I'm like, why don't I like this hair? So I finally figured it out. The first reason why I didn't like my curly hair was the maintenance. With straight hair, I mean, like, I wear the Indian hair, and Indian hair is like a little higher maintenance than some of the other textures sometimes, because it's like really prone to like frizz sometimes, and like it's like takes to like the environment, like, but it's like the best hair, but it just is like real hair, of course, like it's growing from your heads. But the maintenance was different, especially if you just wear it straight. If you wear it straight, all you do is you just wash in, spray it, flat iron it, and you go. You want some curls, spray it, curl wand it, and go. You want waves, wet it, put something on it, and go. That was it. But you do have to wash it like at least once a week to keep it like looking its best. With the curly hair, it's a totally different ball game, especially at first. Like, I feel like I kind of had to break my curly hair in, and now I love it. Like, because when you first get it, it's like super, like really extremely tight. It's like a kinky curly tight, and when you get it, it's just all the curls are the same. It's just kind of, and then you put water on it because you don't know exactly how, like, you have this vision in your head of like what you want your hair to look like, and then you try and figure out all these ways to like get to it. In that process, some things work, some things don't work. So I'll tell you what works for me and what didn't work, and then I'll tell you why I love my hair now. So the first thing that won't work when you get your curly hair is getting the hair and immediately getting it put in. I recommend like sitting with your hair, getting to know your hair, getting acquainted before you put that hair in, because when you put it in, you're limited by your head, especially if you just have a regular sew-in. If you get your hair, I always recommend, you know, especially with this curly hair, any curly hair, wash it, condition it, try different products on different areas, see how it dries, see how it responds, so you'll already be ahead of the game before you get it installed. That's the first recommendation. So you can actually see what's gonna work, what's not gonna work. So once it's in your head, if you put something in there and it doesn't do right, now it's like a big old fro, or it's like sticky, matted, whatever, you know, like you won't feel so trapped with that hairstyle. So definitely wash it, condition it first, get a feel for it. The next thing I recommend is do not comb the ringlets out. Usually when you first get curly hair, especially like really tight curl, all the ringlets are like spiral, just like on the track. It kind of looks like Jerry curl hair. Like, you're like, really? I don't recommend like going through and combing all those curls out to where you have no defined curl pattern. When you do that, the hair now, when you wet it, it's gonna want to go back curly. But if all the curls are like all jumbled and discombobulated, once the hair starts to dry and expand, it's gonna get tangled. Like, that's just what happens. It's gonna get tangled. So don't do that. If you do that, you need to detangle your hair. Get a really good detangler. There's a good one, it's like sunflower oil or something, just at like your neighborhood beauty supply. That's the one that I use on my natural hair, or on when I use that first on this hair when I discovered what not to do. So that one works the best. I also use that one like when I take my braids out, because I usually keep them in for a really long time, unfortunately. So I have to just spray my whole hair down, and then I just like, you let it sit and it kind of like, I guess, just detangles it. That's the second thing, I think. The next thing, what does work, is getting it, washing, condition it, and then having it installed. Make sure that you keep all the ringlets separated. Like, keep them separated, and they'll naturally fall. Like, you might not like it, it might be shorter than what you wanted, but if you go in and comb them all out, like I said, once your hair starts to dry, it's not gonna know what to do with itself, and then you'll get tangles. So like, I didn't comb my hair out I think I combed out a section, it didn't go right. I didn't really comb it out, I just let the curls fall. And that's why I still have like ringlets, like individual ringlets now. Even though the curl is not loose at all, I mean not tight, it's really, really loose. But that's because I just let it gradually fall the way it's supposed to. You have to, curly hair requires like, traditionally, like lots of maintenance, of course. Like you'll have to like detangle it, you have to like braid it up at nighttime, especially at first. You need tons of moisture, like whether you use conditioner and water mix, or whether you use actual products, or you use like hairspray or mousse or whatever, or oil, whatever. You need a lot of it, especially when the hair is really, really long. Yeah, so I probably use like 2 different products on my curly hair until I find like the perfect right mix, which is what I use now. And I love my curly hair, so I love it. Like, I really like it. Like, I actually feel like I like it. So the reason why I didn't like it before was because once I like analyzed myself, the video, everything, the hair is brown. Too brown for me. Like natural color, brown, whatever. Doesn't work for me because I'm brown, the hair is brown. It just doesn't work. We don't complement each other well. So I went ahead and I dyed my curly hair with the Sally's brand Ion dye, like the liquid permanent jet black color, and I used a 30 developer. I think I just used just one box, and I primarily just wanted to focus like at the top and like around my face, because that's the part that really matters. I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough, but I ended up having enough dye, so I went ahead and just colored like all of it, and it like made such a difference in the way like I looked at this hair and felt about it. It made such a difference when I put it on and like against my skin. It actually like compliments me instead of sort of like taking over me or like making me look washed out. And I love this hair right now. It's my same hair from the other video, but it's like the products that I use this time, the combination, oh my gosh. Like, I washed it, deep conditioned it, and then I let it air dry. I put the stuff on there and let it air dry, and this is exactly how it air dried. Like, this is dry, completely dry, but as you can see, all my ringlets are separated. It's like super soft, it's touchable. It's like super, super pretty. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, I used to feel kind of like a wet puppy with my other hair because it would be like wet and sticky. I don't want anybody to touch it. I don't want anybody to hug me, and my hair would be like stuck on them, or my hair would be like sticky and ugh. So but with this is like super touchable. I super love it. And it's actually lower maintenance now, but like I said, this hair I first put in like last October actually, so this hair is really old. The closure I think is newer, but all the wefted hair is like super old, and when I take it off I just throw it in the closet. Like, I don't do anything to it really, but I just make sure I wash it and detangle it and condition it really, really good, and it always bounces back like every time. Now, there was a time when I first got it where I was like, oh my god, I hate this hair, and that's because like I said, I had to break this hair in. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you wear this hair, you have to have tons of patience, because at first all those curls are super tight, and they're just like super tight, and like it's kind of like your natural hair. Like, if you have that natural coily kind of hair, like that's how my hair is. Like tons of shrinkage, that's exactly how this hair was. And I'll have to detangle it, comb it out, well, I will use my fingers to like detangle it, and then sometimes like it would like get a little, it would like dread up in the back, and I'll have to like detangle the dreads. I'm like, what the heck? But once I like got over that, now I don't get any tangles, nothing at all. But it was just that first install, which was, I was done with it. But anyways, so yeah, curly hair is always tons of fun, of course. You just have to have the patience for it, find the right mix of products. And yeah, like I really like my hair. Like, it's really, really cute. And I used two bundles of hair. It's on the U part. Well, I guess a full wig. 2 bundles of hair and a 16-inch closure. That's why it's like shorter in the front, but that's okay. It kind of gives it some shape. I do wish that it was shorter because it's like, remember, really long. I wish it probably was only like right here. So maybe like a 28-inch would get me this. I don't know. This was like super long, so. But I really like it. And I hope it transfers well on camera and that I'm not just thinking I look cute and I don't look that cute, or my hair really isn't that cute. It looks exactly the same, but I can totally notice a difference. I don't even think I touched that hair in that last video. It was dry, but it just felt sticky. Like, it was just sticky. This is totally dry. It feels like I have nothing on here, and like I could like pump it up if I want to, or I could spray it down and wear it like really, really wet and wavy. Do whatever I want to. So I just want to share because I was really excited. So hopefully somebody will watch this video. And yeah, okay, bye.